So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
That's huge and unexpected.
A lot of eyes are watching you now, wondering what you'll do next.
Yes, well, they're not the only ones.
I can help you with that. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
I passed all the tests. I was welcomed into the Legion of Dawn already. Sort of.
The trials proved you're worthy to become a Legionnaire, but you're not one yet. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted council?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place, but a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did, the Legionnaires.
In the trials, Ardenvasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Ardenvasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor, Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus, Medeiron, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a Legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the Legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
I hope my mic wasn't muted at the end of the stream.
Good. Come to pay your respects at last?
I guess I have.
My name is Zara Toll, but you may call me Madam Chronicler. Everyone does.
Okay, Madam Chronicler.
You do know that I'm your cipher's point of reference, that I provide information via amplifier for your library.
Actually, I wasn't aware that was a thing.
That's curious. It's fairly common knowledge. Oh, maybe you have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
Did you rattle your head or inhale some toxic spores?
Not enough to give me amnesia.
If you say so, my dear. But what news? Anything to report from your travels?
I saw some unusual Shaper ruins where waterfalls were flowing up.
My goodness. I hope that was archived by your cipher, Freya.
Do you mean, Faye?
That's what I said. Or did I? Pardon me, a chronicler's mind is easily overfilled. But as my esteemed mentor Negandel used to say, the occasional confusion is a cipher's burden.
Maybe you have amnesia.
You're jovial, but most freelancers are. Maybe too much.
Not sure I follow.
I talk to cities and ciphers far and wide. They all say the same thing. Freelancers have lost their way.
I haven't lost my way.
And I'm glad for that. You know, you'd be a wonderful sentinel.
And just stand guard all day?
Food for thought. Which brings me to my duty. A chronicler must pass along collected knowledge, that humanity may build upon its learnings.
Learnings? Oh, you mean reading?
What would you enjoy? Hard news, or something more escapist?
A little escapism is good for the mind.
Especially these days, the news lately is so grim. Well, may you learn that all may learn, that all may grow.
Thank you. Catch you later, Madam Chronicler.
Catch me? What am I, a grabbit? Good day.
Oh.
Medeiros was the son of arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course, but he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Right, I'm sure this story doesn't start with a child killed by a chimera.
That would be a much shorter story than this one. He'd never seen a chimera. He'd never even seen a grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrel found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? That's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiros replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, "He is home." From then on, Medeiros served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a Legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
Ow.
I learned something about a certain someone that I believe may be of interest to you.
I doubt it.
Yeah, right. Brace yourself, because this is gonna hit you pretty hard. Sentinel Dax is actually a princess.
This time, Neeson, you've succeeded in pissing me off.
Why? I thought you'd like to know.
Everyone in the fort knows Dax is a princess. And even if they didn't, it's irresponsible to reveal that kind of information.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a royalist or whatever.
That's not the point. You shouldn't be gossiping at all.
Okay, I hear you. But you're still gonna come to me for all your inside information, right?
I never did.
So, nothing's changed for this?
No.
Whew. Good, okay. So, hey, do you want to go for a bite or something?
Nope.
I get it. Next time, I swear I'm gonna be a better friend. I will always be your friend.
How are you feeling? I heard you were sick.
Hello there. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
No, it's okay. I'm Merelda. I drift sometimes. Not so long ago, I'd paint a scene like this. But now my hands ache too much, so mostly I just watch people go about their day.
Most of them are just trying to make it to the next one.
That's a shame. Eventually, the next one is your last. It's why I liked painting. Capture a moment forever so you can savor it.
Do I hear regret in your voice?
My son, Kyler. I haven't seen him in some time. Waiting for him to come back. You remind me of him a bit. Same jaw.
Has he been gone long?
A while. His patrol hasn't checked in.
I'm a freelancer. I might know something about it. Where were they patrolling?
Freemark.
Oh, was it recently?
It's been a long time. They were buying supplies there.
Freemark was attacked by the Dominion.
Was it?
About 10 years ago.
I'm sure he got out.
If you haven't heard from him since then, I'm not sure you will.
You sound like everyone else. They forget. Stranger things have happened in this world.
How long have you been waiting?
My sister says too long. She left Fort Tarsis for Anthem years ago. I couldn't. I have to be here when Kyler gets back.
Any other family?
It's just Kyler and me. But I was young once. I know how it is. He's probably chasing a girl. It's kind of you to ask. Most people are strangers these days. Not many talk to an old woman. Or buy her paintings. You should get back to your day. I'll be fine here.
I wish you luck with Kyler. I hope you hear from him soon.
I'd better. The hell he's gonna pay for making me wait gets worse every day.
Go easy on him. Goodbye, Merelda.
Freelancer, I trust the contract went well? Hey, how'd your last job go?
I kicked its ass.
That's right, you did. Just got back myself. Damn Titan nearly took my arm off. Always something, huh? Oh, Faye stopped by. Wanted to make sure your records were in order. She's more low-key than that. Well, I like her. No worries, though. A Titan won't stop me from keeping this place organized.
How'd you end up as our record keeper anyway? You don't seem the desk type.
Layers, buddy. We all got him. You want a well-placed shot or a well-kept ledger? Ask Lucky Jack. We all do our bit for the family, right?
So you're the cousin who enjoys paperwork.
And taking on scars.
Keeping things balanced.
That's what I do. The point is, we've got each other's backs. The freelancers have made a comeback, but life won't stop swinging.
Neither will we.
There we have it. We need freelancers to bring in contracts, get the work done. The better the Enclave does, the better we all do, right? Well, I've got reports to update before I'm back out there. Striders to save, relics to silence, you know how it is.
Well, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling better?
Yes, indeed. Flying high.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always freelancing. And some shady business.
Shady business?
Oh, yeah. A sorry tale of woe, my glamorous friend. You want to hear it?
I'm all ears.
See? This is why I like you. You understand that when adventure comes knocking, you open the damn door.
It's chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulated types. Not the good kind. These were real knee breakers. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea.
How'd you end up there?
They asked. Who knows? What did I have to lose?
A boring afternoon?
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Sexy danger. Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what?
I was confident I had the winning hand.
Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah. Ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something else.
I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running across all kinds of valuable stuff. It has to be something they want.
They'll get it. They're interested in profits. That's what you're offering.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you later.
Faye, how's it going?
Thank goodness you're here. I've been arguing with an Anthem cipher for what seems like all of time.
Is there some kind of trouble in the capital?
Not unless a rash of bad taste counts. They think the Crimson Lancer is a better series than Dawn Guard.
Radio shows. Those fights must be brutal.
Honor is at stake.
So, you're a Dawn Guard fan?
Apparently I am. At least I remember having very strong opinions about it. And also that Halleck has terrible taste and prefers Crimson Lancer. Don't tell him I said that.
You can't say things like that. Now I pretty much have to tell him.
Halleck's a sucker for stories about a plucky band of lancers. You know the type. 4 lancers, alone against the odds, armed only with sticks and rocks. Also, he loves gushy sentimentality, which that show has by the Striderfall.
But, Dawn Guard is serious art?
I think so. That's what I can recall, anyway.
This is a side of you I didn't know existed.
Nobody can spend every second of every day working.
Sure, but your hobby is listening to radio shows about other people doing our jobs.
All right, then. What do you do for fun?
I know you've seen me practicing sleight of hands with my cards a few times.
Right. But listening to radio shows about lancers is weird.
Yeah, maybe once the Dominion are out of the picture, I'll learn an instrument or something?
Right. Just getting sadder. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. There you are. You missed Halleck and Yarrow's duet. I may have recorded it.
Ah, my friend. Always good to see you. You see the stories up on the wall?
Yeah, I was wondering about those.
When a freelancer falls, their link is brought to me. In life, the link connects us to a cipher. In death, it is a record.
And you write up what happened?
Yes, to remember what freelancers have given.
You do this all by yourself.
It is an honor. We should not grieve, we should celebrate. I want you to go honor our dead. Bring me their stories. and light their way home.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Look who it is. You certainly know how to put a javelin through its paces. Never just go for a stroll out there, do you?
Do you expect any less?
I shouldn't. This is the freelancer who ran into the Heart of Rage and keeps on running into every other piece of crazy out there. Always another adventure, right?
I can't control everything, but I can tackle what comes. And keep on moving forward.
Isn't that the way? I took my son to the platform earlier. We watched the freelancers take off. He said he's going to fly out there and do something awesome. It's not the worst dream to have.
Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Oh, I'll always worry. I worry about all of you.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
I run routine maintenance checks. I probably could.
What?
I'm kidding. I put enough work into those javelins of yours. You better bring them back.
Is that why you do it?
Not everyone comes back. Happens every day. The little touches, they improve the suits, but they mean someone cares. You're not just another number. You said the fort's your home. Just my way of keeping the lights on for you.
Oh god damn it, my mic's been muted this whole time. Awesome.
Started. Corvus has been tracking an Iskari called Skilos. We got the jump on it, but Skilos retreated to these caves. That seems built for ambushes, not sieges.
At least you know your shortcomings.
Skilos is wounded, but there's an entire swarm backing it up. You've got your work cut out for you.
Destroy the alarms or you'll be overwhelmed.
One down.
Now look at the status update every time.
Oh, that was for Faye.
Oh.
5 more, Freelancer.
And done.
Thank God, I was getting a migraine.
We couldn't have that. He looks friendly.
Does he, though?
Nothing but meat and potatoes behind that shield. Stagger them and then dig in.
Interesting metaphor.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Can we not talk about food right now?
See? That wasn't so hard.
Says the backseat driver.
Hold on. I'm detecting extremely high energy readings further in.
Damn it, this speeds up our timetable.
Why? What's happening?
There are records of a shape or construct in this area. It's the hunch, but I think Skylos might use it to cause a cataclysm.
Ugh, of course. Corvus doesn't do simple missions.
It's not like I told Skylos the construct was here. They jammed the door. Brute force isn't gonna cut it.
Not every problem has to be solved with a hammer. If we restart the power, it should fix itself.
Look for fuel. Scars love it almost as much as the relics.
Look at all these barrels just lying around.
They could at least organize them.
Yeah, Scars don't really do that. Try filling up the pump, Freelancer.
We're in.
Hey, congratulations, you opened the door.
Hey, don't knock the little wins. They're important. For morale. Wow. Need to recirculate the air, Javelin.
Please do. Let's all agree that's dwarven meat.
Even though it's probably not.
Well, please just go with it. Where is everybody?
Relieving themselves, considering what's on the menu?
From what we can tell, Scars prefer meat that's gone off.
Why do you know these things? We're locked in.
I found the Scars.
Thanks, Seth. Very helpful.
I've got an idea, but it's definitely not covert.
Told you, not a priority.
And, Freelancer, it might cave you in.
Calculated risk.
The structural integrity of that wall is weak. See those explosives? Blow the damn thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Freelancer, you need to grab the explosives.